clicking
Oh,
the button. You're not doing your thing.
it says streaming live on
There
YouTube.
we go. All right, on.
Oh,
We are
there
live.
we go. All
We are
right.
streaming live on YouTube, and we are also being recorded.
Hey, folks.
Right.
Welcome. Welcome to New
Everything,
Consciousness Now.
everything we say now is being broadcast.
That's right.
Welcome to New Consciousness Now.
You want to introduce yourself?
Indeed, not New Consciousness from before. It's New Consciousness right now. And we're your hosts. I am Gail Wolf. I live in Hanover, Illinois, and I do intuitive coaching for people, as well as what I'm calling intuitive reprogramming for folks to help people get clear on what they want, who they are, and begin living into that expression of themselves. And also build furniture that does healing things for people and holds good vibration in your home or office. And I can be found on YouTube at Gail Wolf. I can also be found on Facebook at Gail Wolf. And if you were looking to connect on a deeper level with me, you can go to Catalyst Rising on Facebook and set something up as far as a session goes. And it's coming very soon. It's going to be gailwolf.rocks. And it can also be found on Instagram, LinkedIn, and any other places that that social media exists for the most part. So that is me. Take the floor, Dr. J.
I'm Jay Eaker from the Bio Soul Integration Center in Louisville, Colorado, and I can be found at www.biosoulintegration.com. And you can find Bio Soul Integration anywhere, any social media platforms, and as well as where you get your podcasts and all of that stuff. And I help, mostly at my office in Louisville. There, I do hands-on work with people and helping soul-led people to embody their soul's gifts and their soul's essence, so they can share those gifts on the planet. And that's me. That's what I do, as far as I know. You there, Gail? Did I lose you?
Oh, froze for a moment there. You were in Louisville, Colorado, and then missed the last part after that.
Yeah, that
apparently the internet is spacious today.
Yeah, I think I made it through my intro there. I think it probably got me. I'm in Louisville, Colorado, and I work from my office there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah. Yes. So today, let's see, episode.
Awesome.
Today's episode number. What is it? It's episode number 24. Yeah, 24, and we're going to be talking about plant medicine, which is an interesting
episode
topic.
25.
24. I have 24, and we're going to be talking about plant 24. Medicine.
Great, 24.
And yeah, so we're going to talk here. We got started kind of late, so might be only 10 minutes or so before that we talk, and then Gail's going to do a little channeling for you. Plug into the spirit world and see what they have to say. If it seems weird, there's a little bit of a delay between me and Gail here, so we're kind of lag here, but we'll try to keep going anyway. So
today we're going to be talking about plant medicine. And so Jay and I have some experience with this. At least I know I've got a fair bit, more than the average folk,
I have very little,
suppose.
to be honest.
And I think plant medicine is amazing. What's that, Jay?
I have very little, to be honest. I'm definitely no psychonaut from the plant medicine standpoint. I haven't done a whole lot of experimentation or exploration, but I've stuck my toes in a little bit.
Always good to know what temperature the water is. So, to get started, not everybody knows what plant medicine is. I think most people know what marijuana is. Most people know what alcohol is. Most people know what tobacco is. Most people know what like magic mushrooms, what those are. And there's a whole host of other ones that are out there, that are less commercialized, if you will. And to start it off, I labeled alcohol in there because it's something that people know that alters your consciousness. When people think about controlled substances, as they like to call them, or like we were educated in, eighth grade health class or high school health or whatever it was, they labeled marijuana in with alcohol and tobacco and all these things. And most people use those substances to party or to change their internal state, or have some sort of a different feeling throughout the day, or like a gathering, or for a period of time. And traditionally in Native American cultures, or I should say indigenous cultures, plant medicines are used for healing, and that includes tobacco. Tobacco is a very powerful plant, and can be used for great healing, as well as marijuana, as well as mushrooms, as well as many of these other ones that are
Suppose you
out
could
there.
just consider like
And
things like sage and other
a lot of
spices
people,
and things. I suppose you could consider sage and other that now that you're talking about it, just like other herbs and spices and things like that too. I guess could be considered plant medicine, huh? Not necessarily stuff that you take that sends you on some sort of a trip, but just like they use, like I said, sage to clear the space or things like that. I guess that could be considered plant medicine too. Hadn't thought of that.
sure, I've I've never heard of it referred as a plant medicine, sage or Palo Santo or copal. Um, I guess I was thinking more in terms of plant medicine. Is medicine is something that you ingest to have a result inside the body.
Hmm.
But sage is definitely a powerful herb. Definitely a powerful plant. I guess I mean, you could call it medicine for your space, I suppose. I mean, that would certainly classify it, because sage is great for clearing energy and changing the atmosphere for sure.
Hmm. Hmm.
Sage is amazing, I think.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, plant medicine itself, in at least in the Western culture, and well, it's not just the Western culture; it also happens in the Eastern as well. Because I've traveled over in India and different places, and they definitely use plant medicine to party. And that's really where I think a lot of people start with it. Is
Hmm.
people start partying with it. They start using magic mushrooms to have a good time at a gathering, or they'll use
Hmm.
marijuana to kind of relax or chill out or party, you know.
That's my
And
first experience
you
with
know, and that
mushrooms.
loses all of its intentionality. And
That's my first experience with mushrooms was in college.
what's that?
We would go to take a few mushrooms and go to a party or whatever. So it's pretty powerful, like you said, medicine, but like you said, kind of using it as a
Oh yeah.
way to get, to alter to have fun more recreationally. Didn't know what I was getting myself into. Because if you on one level it can be kind of fun, but then if you
Yeah.
take too much, all of a sudden it's not a good party drug.
Well, no, I know. Well, first time I had mushrooms, I didn't even know what they were. You know, I had health class in eighth grade and or in high school, whenever it was, I had this health class, and they never talked about mushrooms. Mushrooms wasn't they talked about. They talked about barbiturates and uppers and downers and alcohol and marijuana. And quite honestly, I'm 46 years old. I've been to plenty of gatherings and parties, and I've yet to see a barbiturate. I don't even know what the hell that is. Or you know, I've seen plenty of cocaine. I've seen all the party drugs and everything. And you know, but I've never seen a barbiturate or people at a party taking uppers or downers. Like, okay, but they never educated us on. He had a big bag of mushrooms, and he was like, "Hey man, want some mushrooms?" I said, "Well, I don't. What the hell are they?" You know, and so I took some, just having no idea what it was. And I asked, and he says, "Well, it'll just make you feel good." I said, "Oh, all right. I never heard of this. Like, sounds interesting." So, an hour later, I couldn't stop laughing, and yeah, it was it was a crazy night. We'll just put it that way. It's definitely way more than something that made you feel good. I had my I got it was crazy. It was totally crazy. But since then, my experience with them has changed considerably, considerably. So I've used them quite a bit actually for healing. And quite honestly, that really is to me, what makes a plant medicine a medicine is the intentions behind the ingestion of it. And so, um, ingesting a plant like marijuana or mushrooms or uh, any other of them, which there are plenty like ayahuasca or 5-MeO DMT, Bufo. Ibogaine is a major one. That one's pretty intense. There's also Combo, which
the frog medicine stuff. Yeah.
is Bufo, or not. It's not the same thing as Bufo, but Bufo also comes from a frog as well as Combo. Something that's in South America. It's also very strong. It's a DMT based medicine. There are lots of them. There's the oh gosh, I'm not even thinking of a bunch. There's a number of cactuses. There's a lot of them that are out there. And peyote,
mescaline.
Peyote. Is
that how you say it?
Mescaline.
Mescaline. Yeah.
It's another one. San Pedro. But there's a lot of medicines out there, and one of the things that I've seen with medicine
if I'm still going live or if Gail's gone. He froze up. Hmm. Froze up on me. Oh, he's gone. Hmm. Just me. Just me and you. Well, I could say a thing or two. My like I was saying there, I'm not a psychonaut by any means. So this isn't my area of expertise. On the other hand, as far as psychonaut goes, I mean, I delved deeply into the sort of consciousness exploration in terms of meditation, yoga and meditation, uh, you know, over the years. And yeah, I think it's interesting. I, was a time there where I was going to meditation retreats on a regular basis, 10-day silent meditation retreats. And unless you've done that, you kind of don't know the power of that. You might think, oh, what's sitting on my butt. We did a lot of sitting, like 12 hours a day of sitting, or 10 hours a day. Like, how can that do anything? But you start to go inward big time, and consciousness kind of comes up to meet you, and big time. And I had some experiences there that were, uh, earth shattering, uh, things that a lot of people would associate. If I told the story, you would think, oh, well, you must have been tripping. You must have been on some sort of plant medicine or something. But I wasn't, and that was the thing. Having experienced a little bit of mushrooms on a few occasions here recently, and done ayahuasca one time. Done a journey with ayahuasca. I mean, compared to that, my experience, the trips that I went on at these meditation retreats were so sober, so clear and more sober than I've ever been in my life. And it was sort of like the source sort of like lined up, you know, I got lined up with source. Source sort of lined up my mental body and my emotional body and my physical body. And there was a direct line, a direct connection between me and source. And it was like source was just like pouring into me. And it's like Gail's coming back, but so sober. On the other hand, my experience with plant medicine has been that I was not sober, definitely under the influence. um, it's like the plant's medicine somehow, like it manhandles your physiology, and as opposed to those doors of perception sort of just kind of opening up gently on their own. It's like the plant medicine sort of like kicks those doors down. And so there's a way in which you do have access to a different level of perception for sure, but it's you know it's rough. It's not it doesn't feel organic, it doesn't feel natural, it's manhandled, it's forced in a way. And it feels, again, comparatively really rough on your body, really rough on your body. Are you back, Gail? Can you hear me? No, I can't see him. Oh, just me again. Gail's gone. So yeah, that's kind of what I would say about plant medicine. um, in working with people over the years and working with people who've done a lot of plant medicine. I mean, to be honest, you know, I find that, well, again, this is my experience. I'm not an expert in plant medicine. So, you know, keep that in mind. But that oh, Gail's trying to come back here. Yeah, my experience is that.
Sure.
Oh, you there?